Hi everybody, Matt Oliver for IWA-TV, our ongoing series where you get to meet and learn from some of the movers and shakers, some of the most talented people in Hollywood. Joining me today, Darienne Arnold. Hello, Darienne. How are you?
Hey, sweetheart. How are you doing?
I am doing fantastic. What a fun day. This is right in the middle of boot camp. Tell me what's going on in boot camp.
Okay, we had a really great day in boot camp. We have actually one segment left tonight from 7 to about 9 o'clock. We started out as myself and Renee Horsch. We are talking about the business. I was explaining to people, modeling business means business. Take it as a business, but have fun with it. So we gave them the pros and cons of this business and how to be yourself, step forward, don't lose yourself in this business. Always make sure that you keep your personality and add to it with what you see. And we had Renee Horsch here as well, and so we started walking. And that was fun. We got all the people out there, loosen them up a little bit and get them going for whatever venture they're doing. Some people are doing acting, and I think that they still should do the walking a little bit because it loosens them up, or even take a dance class. You know, watch somebody else, learn from them.
And it's because it's all about you get to know your body a little bit more intimately that way, and the way it moves, and to be properly instructed on that. Because one of the classes is walking, walking, walking. I mean, it sounds so simple.
Yes.
But what do you think about when you go to walk?
Well, I know. Most people think, oh my gosh, I have to pose. I have to be this dramatic person. What I have people do is actually get up and just walk like they're walking up and down the street. And just see where their body, now let's take it into like a stage presentation. Even if you're doing acting on stage, you're gonna present yourself in a way that you're outward with your emotion or outward with your feelings. So I just teach people to be comfortable with their body. Don't be somebody else. Do a movement that you would naturally do yourself.
Because it has to be intrinsically natural to you, or it just will never look natural.
No, even actors, it's really important that actors don't even do a movement that they don't usually do in life. You know, if they're gonna reach for a glass and it's gonna be aggressive, reach for a glass the way you would reach for it if you were aggressive. Don't do it like, a lot of people look at Brad Pitt, I wanna be Brad Pitt. Be yourself. Be one of the top runway models. Be yourself. And that's the best advice I can give somebody. Know yourself more than anybody else. Be vain, vain, vain.
And what do you mean by that? That sounds like...
It sounds terrible, doesn't it? But you're gonna have to look in the mirror, know your angles. Everything is about angles. Photographers and designers design from angles. Photographers take photos from angles. Know what's your angle. When you look into the camera that you know your angle. Don't just be like, okay, I'm here, okay, I'm there. Get to know your body, get to know yourself. And it's the scariest person to know is yourself.
Well, that's interesting because I was looking at some headshots, going through some stuff from some of the contestants, and occasionally you do see one immediately wrong angle, and it's glaring. So you gotta know which way. You know, everybody makes the joke, you know, is this my good side? Yeah, I don't have a good side.
Yeah, exactly,
but I mean, you know.
exactly. Everybody has to understand that angles are all the way around, okay? And photographers are depending on you, and you are depending on the photographer. There you go, there's the problem. So you have to do your part as a talent, and you have to educate yourself in a way that sometimes it's just looking at the world. What I suggest for everybody is this. We're sitting here and we're always looking around in the world and we're saying, oh, look at that person, bad table manners, or look at the way that person's walking, oh my gosh. But we never take the time to step out of ourselves, pretend that we're looking at ourselves, and start realizing what you do that you criticize other people for doing. You're doing it too. That way you get to know, oh gosh, I really don't want to move that way, or guess what, I do that, what that person is doing. When you're honest with yourself and you start seeing the flaws that you can fix, not the ones, you know, can stay. It's great not to be perfect, nobody is. But when you're going through the motions of being an actor or a comedian or a model, perfect yourself by watching yourself. And that's what I mean by vanity. You're going to have to. What people think is vain is education of who you are in your face, in your body.
And that's like you use the word vain, and people got a bad connotation.
It's not necessarily negative.
But see, I've always used the word exploit. Like,
there you go.
I was given certain talents. You were given certain talents.
Sure.
Exploit those talents.
Exactly.
It seems like a bad word, but it's not. Otherwise, you're wasting them.
No, it's not.
Very interesting.
And I always tell people too, maybe you came here to do runway. Maybe you came here to do comedy. But when you come here and you go to these other classes and you engage in watching somebody else, that might lead you to doing something else you're more talented at, that you had no idea you had talent there. Let life kind of go with the flow of life. Don't swim upstream, because life is never going to turn out the way you planned it anyway.
Okay,
no matter what.
One thing you can kind of plan in this crazy industry is how you get started. Okay, just to kind of wrap things up, because of course we want people to come experience World Championships. You get to learn from people like Darienne, Arnold. It's an absolutely unbelievable, once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to get this kind of tutelage. It is, actually. Yeah, but how do you recommend getting started? Well,
coming here actually is one of the best ways, because if I had this kind of an experience when I was starting, I started out in the early 80s. I've been doing the business for about 30 years. Or 3 years, no, 30 years. And to come and be able to show your talent and meet everybody. We're gonna have producers, directors, doctors, agents from Wilhelmina, agents from LA Models.
Wow.
They're gonna be able to see you. And you to present yourself to these people in such a short amount of time, people can't do over a span of 2 years. And even ever get a chance to see these people. So from this, it's good. You have to, like I said, learn your craft. I know that sounds cheesy, but you have to. There's no such thing as luck. I got a word. I got something for you. I always tell people there's no such thing as luck. Luck is when preparation meets opportunity. That's luck. If you're not prepared and you have a lucky day, it passes you by.
Great advice and great experience. You get to work with people like Darienne Arnold when you come to the World Championships of Performing Arts. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Not only for your time today, but also at boot camp and all week long.
Oh, thank you. I'm having a ball.
I hope so.
Thank
we
you,
hope to see you for many, many years. Darienne Arnold, I'm Matt Oliver for IWA TV.
Thank you.